No time is the number one reason people skip workouts, ignore meal prep, and put their self-care on the back burner. But what if we told you that you do have time? You just need the right strategies.
Today, we're breaking down how busy professionals, parents, and go-getters like you can finally make fitness and wellness fit into your life without stress, guilt, or overwhelm. Let's get into it. Hey there, welcome to Group X Appeal. I'm Kimberly Springglick.
And I'm Terry Shorter. We're excited to bring you this hot and sweaty podcast.
With over 25 years of experience each in the health and fitness industry, we're here to share hilarious, heartwarming stories from our lives and careers.
And offer practical nutrition tips, expert exercise advice, and strategies for holistic well-being and a positive mindset.
Group X Appeal is your go-to source for inspiration, motivation, and a few laughs along the way.
So tune in and let us help you be the healthiest, happiest version of you. Welcome to Group X Appeal. Terry Shorter here with...
And Kimberly Springglick.
Whoop, whoop! Episode 27.
Yes. Whew.
What?
Feels good.
Yes, it does feel good. We hope you're feeling good too. And let me ask you something. If you've ever said, or have you ever said, I don't have time to work out?
I have.
Have you said that before?
I have.
I've said that too.
I'm sad to admit it.
Well, at least you're honest. I appreciate that. Because if you've never said that before, you're lying. You're lying. But listen, this episode is for you if you've said that. Yeah. Ever. I have said that. So I guess this is for me too. Mm-hmm. So, because here's the truth. You don't need more time. What? You just need better priorities.
That is a fact.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so as productivity expert Robin Sharma puts it, basically said, don't live the same year 70 times and call it a life, right?
Oh man, that's powerful.
Right?
Yeah, we got to let that one sink in for a moment. But,
yeah.
Here's the deal. We all have 24 hours in a day, but how we use them makes a difference between just surviving and thriving. So let's break down how you can finally make fitness and self-care fit into your busy life in this go crazy busy world we live in, how you can do so without feeling any kind of guilt or stress. So we've got 4 easily implementable tips for you.
You can do this right now. Get rid of that stress. Get rid of that guilt, right?
Heck yeah.
So tip number 1 would be just simply scheduling your workouts and your self-care as if it were a meeting.
It's so
right?
powerful.
Or like an appointment, like your doctor's appointment, your dentist appointment. You don't miss those, right? When they're on your calendar, you show up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So, if it's not in your calendar, it's pretty simple. It's just not going to happen. I think Tony Robbins once said, if you talk about it, it's a dream. But when you schedule it, it becomes a lot more real.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so
when we just talk about it, sometimes if it's not written down or put in a calendar somewhere, other priorities come up and just kind of gets
thrown to the wayside.
Yeah, taken to the wayside.
For sure. So when you treat both like appointments, treat your appointment, your workout appointment or your self-care appointment, treat it like a meeting, like we said, because this is really for your future self.
Yeah.
Right? And not that too far in the future either, not too far in the distant future, because as soon as you're done with it, you're going to say, I'm so glad I did, rather than I wish I would have.
Right.
So be good to your future self.
You know what's cool about you saying future self, because sometimes I'll ask myself if I'm in a moment and trying to determine, do I get into what I committed to, be it a workout or meditation or going for a walk or what have you. Mm-hmm. I will ask myself, what would my future self want me to do? So think about asking yourself, what would my future self want me to do in this moment?
Right.
Would it want you to continue to scroll on Facebook, or read, or but does it want you to do the thing you committed to doing?
Ooh, so, that is provocative right there.
Provocative. I'm very provocative.
You are.
It's true.
It's that red you're wearing.
Right?
Whoop, whoop. So, so schedule it. Put in your calendar, whether it's your written your book calendar, whether it's on your phone.
I schedule everything on my phone.
There you go. And set alarms too if you need to. I have to do that.
Absolutely.
I have to.
Absolutely.
So it'll definitely help. And that's a simple thing to do that anybody could do. You could do it right now. So when would now be a good time, right?
Exactly.
So what's the second tip?
Yeah, I got another tip here, and it is to adopt what's known as the minimum effective dose mindset.
That's a lot.
I know, right?
Can we acronym that?
Exactly.
The MED.
The MED. MEDM.
Medem. There we go. That works.
Or just the med mindset, but then it sounds like it's medical.
Right.
Yeah. We'll just explain it like this. sometimes, we get it. There are only so many hours in the day. And so often, if we can't commit to, for example, a full hour workout, we say, okay, well, then I'll skip it. But you know what? What if it's just 10, 20 minutes? Even 5 minutes is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
And it can absolutely transform your day. So take this idea of something is better than nothing. Sometimes, because I generally try to meditate every morning for 15 to 20 minutes. But there are some days that I oversleep or I have other things on my plate and I got to get up and get going. But I have 5 minutes. So if I have 5 minutes, do I just say forget it because I don't have the whole 15?
Yeah.
Or do I say at least I could do 5 minutes? The answer is do the 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So whatever the case is, whether it's your workout routine, getting out in nature, self-care, do something because something is always better than nothing.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, we talked about in the last episode, in episode number 26, that 1%, getting 1% better every single day. So that 5 to 10 minutes, that works. That counts.
It moves the needle.
It counts. Absolutely. It's compounding.
Yeah.
So the third tip that we would love to provide you with is planning your meals the smart way. Now, we're not talking about meal planning or meal prep, rather, right? That's not what we're talking. We're not talking about cooking your chicken breast in bulk and cooking 16 chicken breasts and 19 pounds of broccoli, steamed broccoli. No, we're not, and doing it all in one time and breaking them up into plastic containers. No, because it seems overwhelming, just the thought of it, right? But also, who likes cold, old food?
Right? And the same thing every day.
For a week, right? Yeah. That's no fun. So it's not sustainable is my point, and it's not enjoyable. Instead, personally, what I love to do, I simplify and I'll create my meal planning for the entire week. So all my meals for the entire week.
Oh, like your menu.
My menu.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So my menu for the week, and based on that menu, all the ingredients that I need become my shopping list. And that way, I'm only going to the store one time rather than, Kimberly had mentioned, what was your example? You go to the store.
Oh, there have been times where I go to the store one day and I get what we need for, say, lunch, dinner that night. And then the next day it's like, oh man, I got to go to the store again. So you lose a lot of time just, going back and forth, the transportation to and from the store.
Yeah. And that's no fun. That's no fun. So if you can do it in one fell swoop where you have that menu, that week menu, and by the way, Google it. It's really simple. You can find meal menus online when you Google them for whatever kind of foods that you enjoy eating, whether I always focus on macro balanced meals that are quick and easy to make under 30 minutes. Just type that in and it'll spit out the best, the most nutritious, the most macro balanced meal ideas, and simple to prepare, by the way, and tasty meals that you can possibly come up with. And you take those ingredients to the store and boom, you're pretty much done.
List.
Fresh food, tasty food, macro balanced food, and that's sustainable.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm gonna lean more into that. I commit today. I'm gonna lean more into that. So we have one more tip for you, and this is about using what could be referred to as dead time wisely. So often we'll find ourselves, for example, if you happen to be going to the grocery store 6 times in a week, you're spending a lot of time in the car. Otherwise, anytime you're commuting, maybe when you're running your kids around, or you're going to and from work or to and from the health club. So you're finding yourself in the car commuting. That could just be dead time where you've got, not that music is ever dead time, but you could just have music playing that you're not paying much attention to, or you could just be staring out the window, or you could be playing a podcast or an audiobook. When you're at home watching TV, what about doing some body weight exercises? Okay, so right now,
Uh-oh.
do not laugh at me. Do not judge me unless you must.
I'm going to zip it.
In which case, that's perfectly fine. So this Monday, which, when we're filming this, my birthday's coming up. And so I am going to be doing a balance challenge on the Bosu balance trainer.
Okay.
And so I currently have a Bosu in the middle of my living room.
Oh, she's been
just
practicing.
in front of the TV so that I could
I
practice.
Love it. Why would I laugh at that?
And since it's there, I have found myself, during a show, I'll get up and I'll do some squats or, lunges on the Bosu.
Getting ready.
So just instead of sitting still for so long, maybe challenge yourself to get up for even just a few minutes. Remember, just little doses can be really powerful, especially after you've just eaten. If you can't go for a 15, 20-minute walk, at least do some air squats.
Yeah.
If you don't have a Bosu in the middle of your living room, like most people.
Should have.
So weird. But you could just do air squats on the ground. So maybe it's as you have meetings or Zooms, you could be out in nature, out walking. You know, I know a lot of clients I work with, they love it when I'm out. I did a live for my Facebook community a couple weeks ago, and I happened to be in Laguna. So I took them outside of my car and showed them the ocean. You know?
They probably love that.
Yeah. So could there be, you know, digital things that you could be doing out and about? So little things, small moments, they definitely add up.
They definitely add up. Well, I love that you're getting prepared for that challenge bit by bit, little by little, right?
Little by little.
That is awesome. So there's, right, that's what success means, is when preparation meets opportunity, that equals success. So the challenge opportunities coming up, she's getting prepared. So you can bet she's going to have a ton of success.
Of course, by the time you're watching this episode, I will have done it. So just check in with me and ask how it went.
It's going to go great. So for me, when I'm watching television, I have that foam roller there. If I watch a movie or if I'm listening to podcasts or listening to audiobooks, I'm rolling, doing some myofascial work.
Awesome.
Yeah. So just saving some time, habit stacking, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So
love it.
We'd love to know as a listener, what your number one time-saving fitness hacks are.
Absolutely. So definitely drop it in the comments if you are on YouTube, or head over to Instagram, Facebook, and let us know in the comments. What is that fitness hack that you can share? Because we just shared 4.
Yeah.
That is not an inclusive list. So by all means, share with us, with our community. We'd love to hear from you and be inspired by you.
Get some good ideas that we can implement. Right?
Exactly. Please.
Yes. And then also, in addition to sharing some of your number one time saving fitness hacks or wellness hacks just in general, please be sure to share this episode with someone who needs the shift, who needs that extra little nudge to save time, because maybe they feel overwhelmed. Perhaps we can really, truly together take control of our schedules with all these different tips.
Yeah. You know, the days can fly by, but as we said in the beginning, every day has 24 hours and we all have the same 24 hours. So it's not so much about time management as much as it is about priority management and being able to, not necessarily at the end of one day, because I think at the end of one day, there might be one day where, for example, my son, my work, my friends, all priorities, and my well-being, okay? Yeah. But let's say one day, my son needs me, so he gets the majority of my focus one day. Another day, my work needs me because I'm in the middle of a project, and it gets the majority of my focus. So over the course of, say, a week, can you ensure that you have offered up enough focus and time and energy toward the things that matter most to you? That's what this is all about.
Yes. Awesome. And this is not something that'll happen overnight. Perhaps implement 1 or 2 of the tips that we provided you with, and you'll be able to experience the changes right away.
Yeah.
Yay. That's what this is about. So you've got it. Thank you so much for listening in to episode number 27 of Group X Appeal. We really, really appreciate you tuning in. And that's a wrap for today, yeah?
That's a wrap.
Yay.
We're wrapping.
Absolutely. So listen, make it a great day today. And why, Kimberly?
Because it is a great day to have.
Awesome. Bye.
Much love.